Hey guys, it is a Sunday. My dishwasher is on, so don't mind the noise. But yeah, it's Sunday. Yesterday I was at the Museum of Video Games, which is really cool. It like shows you like the history of video games, like console games, PC games. And then they also had like the actual consoles and like different like really old PCs as well that you could like play on, which was really cool. And then they had like an arcade full of like the like 80s like arcade games, and so that was like really fun, and I kind of want to go back. Like that was so fun, and just like playing like on an Atari and like like just like really cool, and just seeing like the history of everything being developed and whatever. It was really cool, and it was nice because I went on a Saturday, but like there weren't a ton of people. There was one area that was really packed, but like it wasn't super like crowded, which I don't always do very well in big crowds. And so it depends. Like I can go to a concert because like everyone is faced one way and it's like an organized crowd, versus like somewhere like Six Flags or like the mall or a museum where everyone's kind of going different directions, and like their focus is shifted in different areas, and there's just chaos, and that I don't do well in. So but yeah, so that was a lot of fun today. It's Sunday. I cooked like some spam and cabbage breakfast thing that my mom would make me, and I was like really craving that. I was like, honestly, I'm gonna make enough for like work, so I made like what I ate this morning, and then I like split the rest up into like for Monday through Thursday for work. And then it's like 4 o'clock. I'm about to go meet up with my friend and her dog. I'm kind of just waiting for her to tell me that she's ready. I have no idea what we're doing. She's kind of like the organizer, and I'm just the tag-alonger. So yeah, I'll probably just be out for a few hours. I want to be like out all day because it's Sunday and I work tomorrow. I did get some Yeji tickets with my cousin. We're gonna go see Yeji, which is exciting. I really liked Rain Girl by her. Like that song is so good. It's such a banger. And then her other stuff is like very like kind of like, I don't know genres, so I guess like clubby techno. It's like clubby music kind of like yeah, and it's a vibe, so that's really exciting, and I can just already tell that that show is gonna be like really fun and like kind of trippy and stuff. So anyway, but yeah, so let me show you. I started growing some green onion, and look at how long it's getting, or how tall it's getting. It grew so fast that grew like in a week. And so yeah, and then if you guys follow me on Instagram, I've been like using my camera a lot. I don't know if I've shown you my camera. I don't think I have, but maybe I have. I don't remember, to be honest. What was my last video? I think my last video was Lunar New Year. Anyway, I bought this camera from like, I don't even know when it was from. Like it didn't even say the year when I bought it. I'm gonna assume like 2009 or something, or like 2010. I don't know. The last dates on here I think said like 2012, so maybe it's from 2012. Anyway, it's a Sony Cybershot. I got it like $50 off of eBay. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been like taking this everywhere I go. It is literally like my new personality. I was able to change the settings so they're actually pink. Like if you look at like the menu, the settings are pink. Amazing. So yeah, so that's been like my personality. I take this camera literally everywhere I go, or if I have like a party, I leave it out and I take pictures. And so if you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, follow me on Instagram, and then you'll see all the pictures that I've been taking on this camera. It's like my new personality. It's kind of like gonna be my hobby this year. I want to start collecting like old cameras. And yeah, this has like made me very happy and very excited to like live my life. And so another life update, I started going to therapy. I've only gone to one session. I I cried within the first like 30 minutes. That was a lot of fun. I really like my therapist. She kind of reminds me of my aunt. Like their mannerisms and like the way they talk. I was like, I feel like I'm talking to my Auntie D. So that's really exciting. And yeah, I'm like really excited. And like the first session went so well, and like she already like kind of gave me some like homework to like research on, and which is nice too. Like it wasn't like I was there and she was like, oh yeah, you have this thing, and I'm like, oh cool. But like she actually had me like go home, read up on this, see if you resonate on it. If you do, let's talk about it. If you don't, let's unpack that as well. And so I was like, oh wow, this is really nice. It's like interactive. So yeah, I don't know, life has been really good, and Lotto's been great. The plants are doing great. Everything is doing great. I did not have time to drive down to Houston this month. It was a plan to go once a month this year. But I just did not have time to go this month. I don't even think I'll go. There's like one more weekend left in February, but I don't even think I'll go next weekend. So, but I do plan on going in March, because me and my friend have something planned. Finally, I have gotten out of like my writing block. I was in a writing block for like a year, trying to like figure out how to write my newest like screenplay idea that I've had since like 2021, and I could not, like, I did like my character analysis, you know, like I started the timeline, the outline, and I just could not get past like the first 2 days of like the screenplay. I could not. I know how I want it to end, I know that much, but it's just like I can't figure out how to do the middle or the beginning. And at first I thought I would do a different approach than how I wrote my first screenplay. My first screenplay, I just started writing it. This one, it worked well. I wrote it in like a year. This one, I was like, I want to do a different approach. Let me do the outline first, like the timeline, and then I'll start writing it. So I did that, but then I was in a writing block for like a year. I would really stare at this, and I just like I couldn't write. And then I reread my first screenplay that I wrote, and I did some editing. I cut some scenes, I added some scenes, I added some dialogue, I did editing here and there. And that, like, I did that in like a week. I edited the whole thing, I reread it, and I printed it, and I did that in like a week, and I was like, you know what, like, this kind of gave me the motivation to write again. And so I think I'm gonna start writing my new one this week, and screw the outline, screw the timeline. I'm just gonna start writing it and then just wait for everything to flow out. So I'm gonna start doing that this week, and hopefully, like, that's my goal by the end of this year, like, I'll have that finished. So yeah, so that's kind of like what I've been doing, my life update, my plans. Yeah, I've been new hobbies, collecting buttons for my tote bag. Let me show you, because my tote bag has gotten so full of buttons, and I have 2 more that I want to add to it. But thought it was weird. You saw like my reflection in the TV. Yeah, so I have like, let me change the camera. So I have this like unicorn. I have Phantom Menace, this like cat cutting cake. Kurapika, I'm in love with him. Star Trek, Wonder Woman, Cinnamon Roll, this bear, Jasmine and her tiger, I forget the tiger's name, fake fan, and then my Melody. And I have 2 more buttons that I need to add to this, but this is like a new hobby. Another new hobby is collecting stickers, and then another new hobby is cameras. So I have 3 new hobbies for 2023. It's nice having a hobby that's like really cheap. So, because I could be collecting like, I don't know, like Funko Pops or something. But stickers and buttons are like $1, $2, $3. Teen Time comics are like $3. I'm glad that I have cheap hobbies. I'm so glad I have cheap hobbies, because there's so many hobbies out there that are really expensive. But maybe plants. Plants is expensive. Like pots are expensive. I would go to Callaway's, drop $100 easy, and I was doing that like sometimes like twice a month, or at least once a month last year. My God. but I kind of like took a break on plants because I didn't want to keep buying them and then just having more and more like, ugh, I need to water 20 freaking plants or 30 plants or whatever. And it was like kind of like turning into like a chore that I didn't want to do. So I took a break on like, every time I would go to Trader Joe's, I would come home with a new plant. I was like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm kind of like overwhelming myself. So I took a break from that and it's like, let me just focus on what I have now. So yeah, so I'll probably buy some more again because I do have some areas that are kind of like bare. But yeah, other than that, I mean, like, again, life update, life has been really great. Life is going smoothly. 2023 has had a really nice start. There was a setback. I did almost set my laundry room on fire. I put my clothes in the dryer, and I guess my towel, it wasn't even super full. It was like not a lot. And like my towel got caught in, like, you know how like in a washer has that thing in the middle that spins everything? My towel got caught and it was like burning out the motor and it started like smoking. This is what the maintenance guy told me. I was not here to witness this. But like the maintenance guy was like, yeah, like burn out the motor. There's like a ton of smoke. The smoke fire alarm was going off. We had to like shut off the breakers and like turn it off. And I was like, oh my God. But it like had me like, it caught me off guard. It was like a Friday and I like put my clothes in the washer and then I went and like so like we use an app for our clothes and I never got the notification that my clothes were done. So I was like, it's been like an hour. Like, why haven't my clothes finished? So I go down there and the door was locked to the laundry room. I was like, why is the door locked? Like, what just happened? And so I like go down to the leasing office. I'm like, hey, I put my clothes in the washer, but now the door's locked, so I can't put them in the dryer. And she was like, let me talk to maintenance. And then maintenance calls her and she just goes, what? And I'm standing there like, what? And so she goes, yeah, if you want to go back to the laundry room, like maintenance is there. And I was like, okay. So I go back to the laundry room and then the maintenance guy is just like, yeah, like, and almost caught everything on fire. And I was like, I am so sorry. But he was super cool about it. He was like, it's fine. Like, the towel just got stuck. Like, it wasn't like overfilled or anything like that. And I was like, okay. So, other than that, 2023 has been a really great year. I almost committed arson. Unintentional arson. But, yeah. So, I guess I'll go meet up with my friend. I didn't want to go pick up boba on my way to go see her because I was like too lazy to make boba, so I wanted to go get some. So I'll probably do that. I'll probably leave now, go get some boba, and then meet up with my friend. So that's my life update. I need to like sit down and chat with you guys. I keep saying that I need to, but then I don't. So I like really been kind of sucking at vlogging since like December. So, but yeah, check out all my links in the description and follow me on stuff because I do post a lot on like TikTok and like Instagram. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys next week.